What's going on, Barber World? This is your girl CT Barber coming back at you with another video. This video is going to be different from most because it's not a haircut video, but it's going to be about my experience at the CT Barber Expo 2025. It was great. I must say, just to start off, getting down there was crazy. We had a layover in Charlotte that did not go well because we were still sitting on the plane for an hour after landing and we missed our next flight. We were supposed to be there in Connecticut at 1 o'clock, but we didn't get there until 7:30. So once we got there, we got to check in. One of us checked in, and the next person to check in, there was technical difficulties, so there was a hold up. Finally made it to the Grammys, which was on the first night, May 17th. And man, I thought it was going to be over with, but it was actually still going on. When I tell you, it was an amazing sight because I have never been to anything where barbers were given awards outside of winning something from a haircut competition. So it was something nice to see. It was a great experience. Then also the way everybody was dressed, how they actually, get into the Grammy feel of everything. Everybody dressed nice, hair nice, crazy haircuts, crazy hair colors. I mean, it was amazing. It was really, really great. And it looks like you was walking into something that had something to do with barbers, had something to do with the beauty industry. First night I ended up meeting 360 Jeezy. Somebody said, there go 360. And I turned around and it looked like he was actually trying to sneak out the Grammys. Now he was doing this little crazy dance. He didn't say anything to us, but he kind of interacted with us with his little, sneaking out step. And then he and Concise began to talk. Then Concise asked me if I wanted to meet him, and of course I wanted to meet him. I mean, I've been watching this guy since 2017 before I even started barber school, so yes. So we met, we talked. It was a nice vibe. Everything was all good. And, we ended the night going to go get something to eat, and it was a pretty good night, even though it started off a bit rough. So the next day, which would be May 18th, of course, we get to the expo. I mean, walking in, it was like, wow, all of this is catered to barbers. I've been to the Runner Brothers hair show, and it's catered mainly to hairstylists, and they have some vendors there for barbers. But this right here was catered to all us barbers, and y'all, it was amazing. They had just about any product you want. They had it, had some things on discount. You can get there, get you some clippers for a cheaper price than you would online or in store. Shears, hair color, shampoo, clippers, liners, Andy's, Wall, Coco, Gamma, just anybody that you could think of that makes a clipper, they were there. All types of quality product, barbers that you see on YouTube. I was somewhat embarrassed because I've watched barbers on YouTube, but some of them I don't know their name, so I didn't want to introduce myself and not even be able to say their name. But I must say, seeing some of them on stage and actually seeing them do work live, it was a great experience. I saw this guy at JRL doing a haircut, and when I tell you, the shear work, but mainly the clipper work that he did that most people do with shears, and showed that he can get the same effect with a clipper that you can get with shears. That was a great learning experience, and I definitely never forget that right there because I've never seen it done before. Then you see the people on stage doing the haircut competitions. I mean, it was amazing. I had never seen so many people on stage at one time before. Then our first day, we wore our vest that had our logo on it from our barbershop, and we got pulled into a podcast. Loved the way we was dressed, loved the way we was carrying ourselves. It was the first podcast I ever did. especially when it comes to barbering. And I tell you, it was great. It was a very great experience. It was amazing. Then we were just standing out in the middle of the floor, kind of where they was doing a haircut competition. And then someone else pulled us into a interview. They said they liked our style. They liked the way we was dressed. You know, we had on the orange vest, the women, and the men had on the khaki vest. It was great, y'all. It was real amazing. And just for people to like the way you carry yourself, that was one thing. So I always keep that in my mind. You know, people are always watching. They're watching the way you talk. They watch the way you walk, the way you carry yourself, the way you handle yourself. And that just showed me that I need to continue doing what I'm doing and never go backwards, but I always go forward. So I really appreciate them for pulling us into those interviews, and I really had fun. Then I got a chance to meet, like I said, 360 G's. I met Vic Blends. I also met Get Bean. And all of them had great attitudes, phenomenal men, very humble. And I appreciate that, because sometimes you can meet people that you've seen on TV and you may not get the best reaction from them. And sometimes it can be, a lot of times it can be a downer, especially if you look up to them. But I truly appreciate him. And Concise the Barber, very cool guy. Met him last year at Brunner Brothers. Awesome. So I want to get on meeting 360 Jeezy. I told y'all how, you know, he came out, the same guy that you see on YouTube, you see online. That's the same guy I met in person. Funny. I seen the funny side of him, also seen the humble side of him. He's very encouraging. I heard him encouraging a lot of the other barbers that was coming up to meet him. And let me tell you, it was a lot of people that would literally stand to the side just to meet this guy. And when I talked to him, you know, I've been watching him since 2017. 360 Jeezy is the barber that made me want to go to school. No other barber made me want to go to school. He was the one I was watching first, and I watched him for a while before I watched anybody else. I think I probably watched him 6 or 7 months before I even went to another barber. And he was very humble when I met him. Told him my name was CT Barber. He told me that's a good YouTube name, and I really appreciate that, because it let me know that I picked something well. And he was real nice. I didn't get my picture the first night, but he did let me take a picture with him the third day at the expo. And again, funny, amazing. I appreciate it. And very, very cool. Funny guy. We vibe. And that's all I can say about that. And I want to say thank you, 360 Jeezy. I hope God bless you in everything that you do right now and in the future. Blessing you and your family. You deserve it. God bless you. The next guy that I met was Vic Blends. Now Vic Blends, they swamped him when he came. This man was in one spot for an hour meeting all kinds of people. And again, very humble, no attitude, nothing, not trying to rush and get away from people. Very nice. Now this is a guy that made me want to give out free haircuts. Every now and then I'll do a free haircut, especially for the youth. He the videos that he have doing free haircuts for the homeless, asking parents can he give their child a haircut. He really inspired me to do that, and I really appreciate you. So God bless you too, Vic Blends. The next barber was Get Bean. I watched Get Bean. Same thing, same in person as he is on YouTube. The dude sound like he be rapping, but he just be talking. That's just who he is. That's just how he flow. Hope to connect with him pretty soon. For the students in Memphis, Tennessee, and I hope God bless him in everything that he does, because he do want to educate the students just in case they're missing something in the school. So yeah, we're gonna link on that. He gave me his number, and y'all be ready, Memphis, Tennessee. And once again, God bless you, Get Bean. I really appreciate you just being humble and meeting me. He's another person that made me that kept me on my toes while I was in school. And I appreciate the work that all of these guys have put out for us to watch. The encouragement that they put in their videos is needed. It's really needed. And Concise the Barber, great guy. If you want to know anything about clippers, make sure you look up Concise the Barber, and he gonna let you know everything you need to know. Very good guy, God-fearing guy, funny guy. He's like family now. Like I said, I met him last year in at the Brother Brothers show in New Orleans, and I appreciate the person that he's been since I met him up until now. Very beautiful wife, very good attitude, love her too. Nikki, God bless you. And YouTube, you guys have a good day. This was my experience.